Dear friends, today we will discuss about the agriculture and food security in agricultural economics. Agricultural economics involves the study of resource allocation, production and distribution in the agricultural sector with food security, MSP, that is minimum support price, policies and climate risks being three interconnected pillars that shape modern agricultural policy and practice. Food security. Food security refers to the availability, accessibility and affordability of food for all people at all times. In India, food security faces multifaceted challenges as the country's population is projected to exceed 1.4 billion by 2030, intensifying pressure on agricultural system. The agricultural sector contributes approximately 16% of India's GDP and supports about 46.1% of the population. Dimensions of food security are food security encompasses four key dimensions that work together to ensure comprehensive access to nutrition. Availability focuses on sufficient food production through domestic agriculture and imports, while accessibility ensures people can obtain food through purchasing power of food distribution system. Affordability addresses the economic capacity of households to purchase adequate food, and utilization involves proper nutritional intake and food safety. But it is not so easy. There are so many challenges to food security. The primary challenge include population growth, climate change, impacts, water scarcity, and soil degradation. Market data reveals that increased production of non-food crops can lead to reduced availability and increased prices of staple food items in local markets, particularly where food production competes with cash crops for resources. Both are required, but there comes competition, and which mars the food production. The Food and Agriculture Organization reported that food price index increased by 30% in 2021-22, further straining household food budgets. MSP debates is also there going since so many years. The minimum support price system represents a government intervention mechanism designed to provide price stability and income security to farmers. MSP is currently declared for 25 crops, including 7 cereals, 5 pulses, 7 oilseeds, and 4 commercial crops, with recommendations made by the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices, that is CACP. Current MSP framework. The MSP is fixed at 1.5 times the cost of production, using various approaches to measure production costs. The A2 approach is there, which includes costs of inputs like seeds, fertilizers and hired labor, while the A2 plus FL method adds family labor cost also. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs make final decisions on MSP levels based on factors including demand-supply conditions, market price trends, cost of production and implications for consumers. Legal guarantee debate. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Agriculture recently recommended legalizing MSP to ensure price stability and promote farmer investment. However, there is significant debate around this proposal, with Supreme Court appointed Committee on Farm Laws arguing that legal enforcement could go against farmers' interest and Indian agriculture. Currently, there is neither statutory backing for MSP nor any law mandating enforcement, making the government not legally bound to pay these prices even if market rates fall below announced floor prices. So some arguments in the favor of legal MSP and some are against. We will discuss them. Proponents of MSP argue that legal MSP would provide guaranteed income security, encourage agricultural investment, and protect farmers from market volatility. Before farmers' protest demanded legal guarantee for MSP, as thousands of farmers from Punjab and Haryana congregated outside Delhi seeking official MSP guarantees for 23 crops. Critics contend that legal enforcement could discourage private trade, increase fiscal pressure on the government, and deepen market distortions. Economic concerns include potential inflationary impacts, reduced market efficiency, and the fiscal burden of guaranteed procurement at fixed prices. Climate risk to agriculture. It is another problem. Climate change poses cascading risk to agricultural system through multiple pathways that threaten global food security. Climate impacts on agriculture, such as floods and droughts, create significant risks that spread globally through international trade, leading to food price shocks and reduced accessibility. Direct climate impacts are also there. Higher temperatures accelerate evapotranspiration from plants and soils, requiring increased water availability for crop survival. Above 2 degrees Celsius of global warming, adaptation becomes increasingly difficult and expensive, particularly affecting countries with already high temperatures like Sahel belt of Africa or South Asia. Heat stress affects farm worker safety and productivity, which can impact earnings and food security. Regional vulnerability. Approximately 80% of the global population, most at the risk from crop failure and hunger from climate change, are located in sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and Southeast Asia, where farming families are disproportionately poor and vulnerable. In India, specifically, climate-related hazards include floods, droughts, cyclones, and temperature extremes threaten each dimension of food and nutrition security. Transboundary effects. Climate risk create transboundary impacts through international trade relationships. For example, flooding in Pakistan directly affects people there but can also cause effects on the rice production in the European Union, leading to rice shortage in EU. Many countries depend on food imports from major breadbasket producers, making them vulnerable to climate disruptions in distant regions. Interconnected challenges are also there. The relationship between food security and MSP policies and climate risk creates complex feedback loops in agricultural economics. Climate variability presents significant challenge to farmers, but those with diverse income streams are better positioned to navigate uncertainties through allied activities like animal husbandry, fisheries, agroforestry, etc. Food Security Act. Policies like National Food Security Act, agricultural research, investment, and farmer support schemes are there to help the agricultural sector. The agricultural sector has shown robust growth, averaging 5% annually from financial year 2017 to financial year 2023, demonstrating resilience despite these challenges. Future solutions require comprehensive approaches that incorporate sustainable agricultural practices, technology adoption, including precision farming and AI-efficient resource management, and enhanced private sector participation in agriculture and food processing. Without coordinated responses, falling crop yields could push an estimated 43 million people in Africa along below the poverty line by 2030. So it is a grim situation and alarming too.